tekening naartoe gemaakt. Dan hoort u, als het goed is, met z'n tweeën toepassen. En dan hopen we dat we de wijze
A wonderful evening here at the Breda Hockey and Bandy Club. It is the game everyone's been waiting for today. The Netherlands taking on Pakistan. Match 8 on day 3 of this, the 37th edition of the Champions Trophy. And as you can see from all those smiles, they're expecting a Netherlands victory. It was a really interesting match between Argentina and Belgium, a replay of the Olympic final, and it ended in a deadlock at 1-1. Which means it's going to be really hard for all the teams to decide who's going to get a real run to get into the final on Sunday. It's a round-robin competition, and then it is first place, second in the final, third place, fourth. So India are at the top at the moment. They play Australia tomorrow. Argentina currently in third. If the Netherlands win today, they will jump up on the same points as India on 6 and jump ahead of Australia and Argentina. Pakistan, well, they too would jump up the table and move ahead of Belgium. Plenty to play for here in Breda. Players making their way out, and the stadium is absolutely rocking. In fact, we can feel our commentary box shaking as they get into the rhythm of the music. Plenty of support, as you would expect, for the Dutch. Pakistan, they're a team that is definitely on the improve since Roland Altmans took over. He's really got them organised, and they showed great discipline and were, in some people's opinion, very unlucky to not get a result, at least a draw against Australia. And the players are lined up, so we will now pause for the national anthems. And first of all will be the national anthem of Pakistan. And great to see some fans for Pakistan amongst the Dutch as we turn our attention now to the national anthem of the Netherlands. Not surprising, plenty of support for the Netherlands as we see all the mascots make their way from the field. What a special moment for all of those young children, and hopefully one day one of them, or maybe more, may be wearing the colours of the Netherlands. Turn our attention to their team. Jeroen Hertzberger wearing number 2. He's been in really great form in this tournament. Also look at the midfield for Valentin Verga wearing 10 and Sevi Van Assen in the captain's armband. Mirko Preußer wearing 16, and Bob de Voet have looked dangerous in front, but a player who's really shone at the back is Yop de Mol, wearing number 23. Imran Butt was the star for Pakistan against Australia, and it's going to be Aslan Kadir who's really going to have to take the opportunities in front of goal, wearing number 7. But also look out for Ahmed Shakil Butt on the flanks, wearing 16, along with Ali Shan, because they are two players that can unlock defences. Mohammad Rizwan has been very strong as well for Pakistan, wearing the captain's armband for them. Netherlands will start with Sam van der Ven in goal. Coach Max Caldas has been rotating the goalkeepers in the matches as they go into a final huddle. I'm Ashley Morrison, and alongside me, former player and coach for England and Great Britain, Bobby Crutchley. And Bobby, this is a really big game for the Netherlands if they want to be in the final.
Yeah, after the disappointing loss to start the tournament, they had a great win against Belgium, and they'll be looking to just build on that. It was a much improved performance, a lot more energy in the game against Belgium, and they'll be looking to start as sharply as they did in that one.
Well, we're just seeing the officials there. Gareth Greenfield in the video umpire's chair, and down on the pitch, Sebastian Duterme and Federico Garcia from Uruguay, and Sebastian Duterme, of course, from Belgium, near neighbours to the Netherlands. Well, it will be the Dutch to push back. Max Caldas with the shades on. The whistle goes, and the Netherlands in their orange shirts, familiar to so many around the world, and Pakistan in their green shirts, which have become so famous. Pakistan would really love to have a win. I was talking to Rashid Mahmood just a little bit earlier, and he was saying, we've worked really, really hard. We just wish we could have got a point in that last game. And you just get the feeling that they may cause an upset to some team at some point in this tournament, Bobby.
Yeah, it's a really difficult tournament for them to come in. They've definitely improved, so compared to the standard they've played in the last couple of years since Roland Altmans has taken over. He's pragmatic. There's probably nobody who knows as much about international hockey as Roland, and he knows he has to get them fit and have to get them organised, and he's certainly done that.
Pakistan and the Netherlands, two of the teams that have made some of the most appearances in a Champions Trophy. Australia's made the most. They've played as it's top of the D. Wide, though. That was a really great opportunity for Sevi van Ast. He just had so much space at the top of the circle. Nobody closed him down.
Yeah, he scored a similar goal against Belgium. He'll be disappointed he didn't do the same there. Despite how well Pakistan have played here, they need to make sure they keep concentration throughout, and that'll be the biggest challenge.
Ahmed Shakil Butt playing in his 99th international. Pakistan throwing the overhead, it comes out of the sun. Brilliant defending, though, by Floris Vortelboer. Pakistan, they play on quickly. Get the free hit just outside the D. Abu Bakr Mahmood trying to weave his way into the circle. It's good defence by Yop de Mol. Good signs that Pakistan certainly prepared to take the fight or the battle to the Netherlands.
Yeah, definitely. I think the energy in both in that last little attack and here in the defence is just a sign of the improvement they've made.
A bit of space for down the right-hand side for Sevi van Ast. In fact, it was Bob de Voet, I think. Kamal, short pass. Quite difficult with the sun setting. We're playing a little bit later tonight, and that sun is right in the faces of the Dutch players as they attack the Pakistan goal. I can imagine that the overhead pass from Pakistan out of defence would be quite tricky to defend.
I think both the overhead pass and actually for the goalkeeper Van der Ven, if he's having to receive flicks that are flicked high, could have struggled with those as well.
Comes to Lars Bolt, quick ball infield to Bob de Voet, plays it onto the foot of Mohamed Irfan. Sandabat seems to go on a little run, and he just drops the pass back to Bolt.
Yeah, in those areas where Pakistan are in deep defence, the Netherlands need to make sure they're patient. Pakistan still very good defensively. When you go close to them, you have to make through. You go some space.
Just see from that shot how bright the sun really is. Netherlands not giving Pakistan any space at the moment. The minute that ball came to Umar Butter, he was closed down to be able to get the free hit. Overhead pass causing his own teammate trouble.
Yeah, but it was a good idea again, a quick, ready to take the free hit quickly, we've seen from Pakistan. And they've got players who are running quickly into space.
Oh, that was wonderful skills. Just taking the ball and managing to get around the Pakistan player. And here come the Netherlands with numbers across the D. It goes, great deflection. Good save again from Imran Butt. And that could have so easily been 1-0 to the Netherlands. Pakistan's goalkeeper doing well once more. It was Bovendert who deflected it towards the goal as Umar Butter now breaks forward. Umar Butter Kang, he's got a man on his outside and a man wide on the left. Comes to Aslan Kadir, it wasn't a good first touch. He's going to have to come back out, goes to Yaqub. And that's, again, a really good tackle, and the Netherlands still possession, but just left it behind. And so there is a chance now for Pakistan to rebuild and counter again. Pakistan showing a little bit more patience, which is good to see. Mohamed Irfan on the ball for them. Slaps it to the top of the Aslan Kadir. A wild swing.
Yeah, you'll often see that pass from Irfan as he drifts to his right. He'll play it under the arm to top of the circle. As we see the Dutch attack from earlier. Some great interchange up that right-hand side before the ball was delivered into the circle.
That's when you say your goalkeeper's well placed. Imran Butt has had a really good tournament in goal for Pakistan. Recalled to the team in November of last year. Backup goalkeeper here is Amjad Ali. Pakistan tend not to rotate their keepers, they stick with the experienced one. Not sure who Max Caldus was talking to there. I think probably the substitutes waiting to come on. Hertzberger is one of those.
And often as a coach, you're looking to speak to the subs as they go on to get messages on, or just remind them of things you've spoken about in the briefing.
And I think it was Glenn Hoddle, the former coach of England in football, who said the last thing you tell them is the first thing they forget. Have you found that too, Bobby?
It depends on the player.
I won't ask you any more then. Good skills being shown by Umar Butter. One of the more experienced players within the Pakistan side, and he has won his team. No, the decision's gone against him.
It's dangerous. You stick over that now. No! No!
Umar Butter, I think he was signalling to the bench. I can't believe I got penalised. That was dangerous, lifting my stick over the head. You can understand the umpire's interpretation there, but we do see it so often. Bulk plays it forward. Vortelbord, he will love this tournament. This is his hometown. Floris Vortelbord attended Nassau High School in Breda. Roland Altmans was telling me this is the home of his wife and his mother-in-law. We've gone past the halfway point of the first quarter. Valentin Verger tried to find a little gap as Bob de Voort. That was a good touch from him, takes him into the circle. Looking to feed the ball back to him was Bovendert. Bovender, just a heavy touch. It was a hard ball to collect because he was trying to take it and turn at the same time. Still, the Netherlands, though, come forward, played in, and that's going to be just harmlessly into the goal. It will be a long corner. Vortelboer. Oh, and a wild swing.
Well, that's better by the Netherlands, a lot better intensity, and also picking their time to go forward and go, making sure they got space they're attacking and not going into the Pakistan defenders.
Kemperman is known as the king of the reverse, so that was on his forehand. So maybe we can forgive him having a swing and a miss. I'm not sure that was caught on camera. Vortelboer just putting his hand up saying he couldn't see the ball, which is exactly what we've been saying with the sun just dropping down at the far end of the pitch. There is Roland Altmans. His comments when he took over was the coaching of Pakistan. He felt he was in a good position to help Pakistan. I'm sure the experience he had in India, he would have learned a great deal, as here come Pakistan again. Good skills in the corner from Ali Shan. And a free hit. Yorick Kroon just backing off. Ball has travelled the 5 metres. Kroon again commits the foul. This time Pakistan looked to try and draw some of the Dutch players out. It was a little bit crowded around the circle. Comes to Mohamed Irfan. Carries it over halfway. Then he's just thwarted by Mirko Preußer. Rashid Mahmoud goes back to Irfan. The encouraging thing, Bobby, is there is actually movement ahead of the players from Pakistan. In recent times, they've been a little bit static. Good pass in, and Sam van der Ven had to come out and sweep that ball away from Ejaz Ahmed.
Yeah, the Pakistan had to go deep. Here they go again. But the actual thing about going deep is Netherlands step out. What that does is create nice space for your forwards to lead to get the ball. And as you say, there was good movement off the ball and created that chance.
Hemmed in the corner, Pakistan managed to steal possession. Can they make it count? Good movement again, interchange around there. That's brilliant defending, though.
And Berger had to do that, although they had an overload on the other side, Pakistan.
Irfan, well, there's a stick check there. There were probably a couple before that. Berger, I thought, committed one. Brilliant intercept by Valentin Berger.
Yeah, good defending by Sander Bart as well. Dangerous areas, those, when the free hits are just outside the 25, so the attacking team can play directly into the circle.
We're in the final 3 minutes of the first quarter. Hopefully Pakistan, despite their endeavours, will not get frustrated. They'll keep doing what they're doing, and that's a...
But that error has been caused by the Pakistan forwards working really hard to put pressure on the ball.
I was just about to say exactly that. Good pressure from Pakistan, and they are really working well at the moment and working very, very hard to put the Netherlands under pressure. I was talking to one Netherlands fan who said the Netherlands are at their most vulnerable after a big victory. He says they tend to hold their noses in the air. And here is a great ball forward. Again, it's well read by Pakistan's defence. The pass now comes to Tusi. Tusi, well, he scuffed his overhead and is given possession back. Good play this time from Glenn Schoeman.
Kemperman looking to play that ball across in the attack, just as they're entering the attacking 25. That could be a really useful weapon for the Netherlands as the Pakistan defence gets drawn to one side.
Sevi Van As and Robert Kemperman combining. Van As now goes down the line to Valentin Berger. Back to Van As once more.
So here I'd like to see the Netherlands get a play. Sevi Van As is running there now into a little pocket in behind the forward line of Pakistan, so they can break that line and then go forward.
A little stumble into the circle he goes, though. And a penalty corner awarded. What a run that was from Vortelboer.
Yeah, I think they were looking for the penalty corner earlier on the initial challenge.
First penalty corner of the match.
Yeah, Hertzberger's on the pitch, the main flick threat. They have run some moves as well, the Netherlands.
They are without Mick van der Weerden. We wish him a speedy recovery as Bob de Voort makes his way to the baseline. Hertzberger, as Bobby Crutchley said at the first battery, Sevi van As at the second.
And they have gone to Sevi van Ass's battery at the far one and then slipped it back to Hertzberger.
This time they go direct to Hertzberger, and one of the Pakistan players has gone too early. Player penalises Ijaz Ahmed. There's no point arguing, they're not going to be any change in the decision. So Pakistan a man short now defensively.
It's always interesting because the Netherlands have obviously recalled the corner. What do you call? Do you call a straight shot, thinking they might not run the #1 runner? Or do you call a move and use the extra space that's created by the lack of defender? The right answer is only if you score.
Absolutely. So still the same position. Jeroen Hertzberger at the first batch. Sevi van As at the second. They still got a Hertzberger. He sweeps, good deflection away by the defender. I think it was Rashid Mahmoud who just deflected it over the baseline. Long corner now, the Netherlands. Sondergaard helps
and
it
playing
forward.
it quickly.
And that's again good tackling inside the circle by Pakistan. This is a defence that's growing in confidence. You can see it in the tournament. Lovely pass forward to Ijaz Ahmed. And the defence coming across to take that away was Lars Balk.
Again, Balk did well here. So not quite as much pressure on the top. But a good block by Rashid.
Hertzberger frustrated. We're in the last minute of the first quarter.
Well, Hertzberger will be disappointed because he don't get the opportunity to have that kind of flick with that much space and time very often.
It's been a really fascinating first 15 minutes. I'm sure Roland Altmans will be very pleased with the way his players have played. They've just got to maintain it. Good ball forward to De Geus. Helps it on again, makes the run, looking for the return pass. Can it Bob de Voort, but he couldn't control it.
Roland will be pleased, but that's another example about those little link plays, those little 1-2 kind of passes, midfield runners from the Dutch. Really difficult to play against, really difficult to stop again when they get the momentum going.
Certainly is as the hooter goes, and that is the end of the first quarter. No goals so far in the first 15 minutes. The Netherlands have worked very hard, so too have Pakistan, and put them under immense pressure. Sevi van As, well, he had a really good opportunity in the opening minutes. He put it wide from the top of the circle. It'll be a very, very interesting second quarter because the coaches now get the chance to have a chat with their players. Just correct anything they feel they're doing wrong. If you were Max Kouders, Bobby, what would you be saying?
I'd say because the Pakistan are trying to press with lots of energy to make sure you reposition at the back and make it really difficult for them to get close to your defensive line and then keep the tempo of the passing up. So actually they're always chasing, but they're never quite getting there. That's in the outletting, and then further up the pitch, just continuing to look for those little link plays, those little 1-2 passes, midfielders running through, but not to go close to the Pakistan defenders where they're so good around their feet.
Roland Altmans has the full attention of his players. It's incredible how quickly he's earned their respect. I think it's just his CV probably when he came into the job said enough. And these guys, as Salman Akbar has said in commentary, goes, they're loyal, they're passionate about playing for Pakistan, and they really want to bring success back to the green shirt.
Interestingly, Altmans has got Pakistan to be quite a lot of pressure on their full-backs of the Netherlands. The Netherlands, with a more inexperienced backline than they've had for some time, they may think that's a bit of an area where he can get some joy.
The players making their way out, and a really animated discussion going on between Tusik and Ijaz Ahmed. Will be the Netherlands, though, to push back. Jeroen Hertzberger over the ball. Whistle goes, second quarter underway. We're going to see some goals in this one. Help forward Yorick Kroon, though, on the turn. Just lost the ball. Just one question, Bobby. Obviously, we have said how Pakistan have improved, but it's been a swift learning curve as they just gave possession away. That was a telling tackle. Still into the D goes Hertzberger, and that will be a long corner. They scrambled in the end. It was a brilliant steal by Roel Bovender. Here, oh dear. Well, a complete mix-up there between Valentin Berger and the big man running back in the defensive zone now, which was Jonas de Geus. Hertzberger brought the aerial pass down, just put his stick up in the air and stopped it. Kroon, though, dispossessed as he looked to surge forward into the D, carried forward by Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, I think that kind of play will really upset Max Caldas. He just ran straight into the defender. That's too easy for the Pakistan defence.
De Geus, lovely little pass through the legs to Valentin Berger. He opens play up onto the right-hand side, finds Bovender wide. Good run ahead coming from Bob de Voort. Bob de Voort tried the first time pass. He was looking for Yorick Kroon, but Pakistan were ready for it and have stolen possession.
Irfan made a good intercept, but again, another example of just trying to play forward direct a little too quickly. Got to make sure you shift this Pakistan defence first.
Carried forward again. Just deflected well by Hertzberger into the D. We've talked about Pakistan's fitness with Salman Akbar. I want to ask you, Bobby, as well, how, again, they are a team on the rise. Concentration is going to be the key, and often that's linked to fitness as well, isn't it?
It is, but it's also just, if you've got a concept the way you're playing, you haven't played with this energy or with this discipline in team defence for a couple of years. Okay, it isn't normal, it isn't habitual, so they need to start to make sure it happens all the time. And that's the challenge, particularly when you go to get towards the end of games. Yes, you get a little bit tired. Just make sure you keep doing the right things. But Pakistan definitely also using the bench more than they have done in previous couple of years, using the rotation, sharing the minutes around, and that definitely will help as well.
Ahmad Shakil Butt, it was a good pass forward, picked out Abu Bakr Mahmood. Another free hit to Pakistan. They're getting free hits in good areas, but...
Yeah, I think Roland almost wanted to give them the advantage. They could have been through there. Lovely receive.
Aleem Bilal has to go back. Just a little mistrap from Mohamed Irfan, recovers quickly. It's a good pass forward if he keeps it in play. Good tackle, but it'll fall for Umar Butta. Lovely turn, looking to play on again really quickly. Pakistan along the baseline. Oh, and they wanted a penalty corner. They've got a long corner. Mohamed Irfan Jr., the man driving along the baseline towards the goal. Really making the tall Dutch players scurry at the back at the moment. They're making them turn one way, then the other. Rashid Mahmood. Comes out to Aleem Bilal now, wide on the right-hand side. Free hit goes Pakistan's way. They were getting ready to see the umpire's arm go the other way. It's a heavy touch, and it's given possession away. Ali Shan. Hertzberger now bursting forward. Hertzberger took 3 defenders with him. Kept in play well. And that, again, is a very, very good tackle on the edge of the circle from Pakistan.
Yeah, good lead. I think it was from Kemperman went outside Verga. Verga tried to play it through the Pakistani defender. He could have played it just into Kemperman, and he was at some distance away from the defender. And then he could have just run it around through the space again.
Carried forward again by Aslan Kadir. It looked as if it was into the foot of Yorick Kroon. Umar Butta says, leave it to me, I'll take it. And Shakil Butt drives it across. It's loose inside the D, goes over the baseline. And there wasn't a touch from the Dutch player. I thought that was a long corner. Sevi van As brings it down. Great skills by Preußer. Hits the post. Well, that was superb play by Mirko Preußer. Created the space for himself, got the shot on the reverse and hit the post.
Yeah, he led well to pick it up, and then he just rolled the defender, who got caught behind and then tried to get a bit tight in, and then it gave him the space to roll onto his backhand.
A warning sign there for Pakistan that they've got to keep their wits about them. Giving it away. Sevi van As goes down, being forced wide. Tries to push it forward. Finds Kemperman. Van As will pick up the loose ball. Great pass to the baseline. Imran Butt off his line quickly. It's still free inside the circle. And it is going to be a Pakistan ball.
Finding space on the baseline, that's often a good place to pick it up against the defence who are focused on the ball. Either needed to play it a little bit earlier or come off the baseline. Potentially try and win a penalty corner.
Preußer looking to go past three defenders. He's on his backhand, gone a little bit wide now. The angle too tight. Hertzberger comes to join him. Rashid Mahmoud helps his keeper out. Imran Butt went down on one knee.
Rashid in the perfect position. Very important trap there.
Just feel the Netherlands coming into this game, just creating a few more opportunities than we saw in the first 15 minutes. Almost halfway through the second quarter, no goals as yet.
Yeah, they're getting some players running, I say, from midfield beyond the forwards, and that causes trouble for the Pakistan defence when they're not picked up. The key then is to not try and play it through the Pakistan, to make sure you're going through a clear space to then find those players.
De Geus, good pass to pick out Sevi van As. Closed down very quickly, though. Van As manages to extricate himself from a stick. Oh, and off the pads, was it?
Off the foot.
The foot of Preußer.
I think if he's a little bit lower to start with, what he hardly sees it. He comes through the body of the Pakistan player, but if he's a bit lower, he might see that coming and be ready to put it in the goal.
Oh, good steal. Pakistan recover again quickly. They get the decision as well. Ball comes to Ali Shan. Pushes it back out wide and goes on the overlap. Oh, in the middle is Abu Bakr. Mahmoud scuffed his shot under pressure at the top of the D.
Yeah, but some really good link play again. He just rushed it a bit, got a bit excited when he got in the circle.
Now the Netherlands, it's end to end here, it really is. Just deflected over the baseline this time.
They're trying to find that baseline area again where sometimes you can get some space against the Pakistan defence. They scored a lovely goal down in that area against Belgium as well, so they know they can play passes in there and get it back quickly.
Free hit goes against Alim Bilal, just a little bit overzealous with that challenge. Again into the penalty spot, and it will be a goal. Kemperman fires it home. Just a moment's hesitation inside the circle by Pakistan, and Kemperman fires it into the net. It is the Netherlands 1, Pakistan 0. Max Cowlus just giving the instructions. Here's the ball in. It looked to be pretty safe as it came in, and it was going to be cleared. Mistrap there. Preußer got a touch, played it to Kemperman, who banged it into the back of the net.
Yeah, that's a bit of the lack of concentration. So important in there. And again, not for the first time in this tournament, we've seen that forwards reacting quickly and tackling defenders is so important, gives you great opportunities. Nice finish, but he'd have been really pleased that it landed there for him.
Well, it was good work by Mirko Preußer just to poke it away from Tusik and get it to Kemperman.
Yeah, just being ready to react to that. Really important for forwards.
And now The men in orange with their tails up. As you said, unfortunate from Tusik. I think he just took his eye off the ball at the vital moment.
Yeah, it's really difficult in there because you know you've got to make such a solid trap because you've got a lot of pressure on you. But he'll be disappointed he didn't manage to do so.
Tusik as well, who is the 10th member of his family to represent Pakistan, and they've been 11 in all because his younger brother has played for the junior team. That's pretty special, Bobby.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I just think there's a book just on the family alone. Pakistan throw the overhead. The sun was tricky there. Now there's a chance. Ejaz Ahmed into the D goes. Well, was that a foul from Yopdamal? No, it wasn't. It was a brilliant tackle again.
It was a good tackle, but again, that ball coming out of the sun would cause difficulty for the Netherlands.
Yopdamal started playing age 5. Again, talking to coaching staff, they said he just has such a good attitude, such a humble man. Butta makes way for Ahmed Shakil, but still a long corner to Pakistan. There's a little bit going on inside the deep. Sebastian Ditan letting them know he's got his eye on them. It's a good pass to Ahmed Shakil, but ricochets up off the stick of Thierry Brinkman.
Really important block from Brinkman. Difficult as well because he was going down his backhand. He had to work hard and be brave. So a lot of those under the arm passes from Pakistan again. Netherlands should be ready for them.
I thought that was going to be a wasted ball, but it was picked up well on the far side. Now it's again Ali Shan looking to weave his magic. The more he gets involved in games, the more dangerous Pakistan look. Such a skillful player. Into the circle he goes. Ali Shan driving along the baseline. Ricochets back. It's still alive for Pakistan. Shafkat Rasool wins the penalty corner.
Yeah, you're dead right about Ali Shan. He's been really impressive here. A lot of energy, a lot of skills going forward. Always ready, always offering for the ball.
It looked as if that's where it hit the foot, although the Netherlands have referred this.
I blow a penalty corner for a foot inside the circle by the defender. Can you check that?
Thanks, Zip. We'll have a look for a foot.
Okay, thank you.
Gareth Greenfield, the man from Christchurch in New Zealand, just checking there was actually a foot.
I think it's 1 meter off his foot. Let's see.
So there's no foot, but
Yeah, but
the Dutch player ends up kicking the Pakistan stick
there was
away.
no foot. So start with a free hit to the Netherlands.
But clearly no foot, and that's what they was given for.
So Pakistan do not get their first penalty corner of the match. And suddenly the Netherlands are friends with the umpire. Isn't that always the way? You get a decision go your way and the umpire's your best mate. Mind you, he does come from just across the border, doesn't he? Sebastian Dutin.
That doesn't always help, does it, if they can just across the border?
Absolutely. Sometimes your near neighbours are not going to do you any favours. Good pass, picking out Bovendert. And played on too quickly, Valentin Verga, so he just plays it back now. There's a chance for Len Schoeman. Sondergaard given space to carry forward. And that was a good pickup, but he just lost it, Bovendert, again, as he was looking to accelerate into the circle. Tries. Vorkelberg goes out wide. Brilliant stop again, Rashid Mahmood. How solid has he been for Pakistan?
Yeah, really good. Again, trying to play it too early, straight down the middle of the Pakistan defence.
Of course, Rashid Mahmood played for Oranje Zwart here in the Netherlands. He'll be very familiar with this pitch, I'm sure. Michel van der Heuvel, who during his time in Pakistan recognised his talent and brought him over to the Netherlands along with Mohamed Rizwan. Here come the Netherlands again, though. Good structured play from them. Just as I said that, put the curse on Hertzberger. The crowd were in good voice earlier on. They're very quiet at the moment. And here's a great chance. And it is a second goal fired home by Valentin Berger. He decided to take it on himself. The space opened up inside the circle. Pakistan, though, are referring.
Be interesting to see what they refer this for.
Okay. Barrett.
Yes, Federico, go ahead.
Do you hear the question?
No, you just repeat that.
They asked him for a stick block just outside the circle.
Just as the ball is coming into the circle?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
So
we'll
they're
have a
looking for a
look.
stick
Okay,
block,
thanks.
Bobby, just outside the circle. Verger, I think he's thinking you're having a laugh, aren't you?
Yeah, as he was running forward, obviously the challenge came in. He broke into the circle.
Is it that one? It
No,
may,
yeah,
well,
it's that one,
it
yeah.
may well be, actually. The Pakistan may have a point here. Or it may even have been the back of the stick as well.
I'm not sure it's clear-cut enough. I mean, you could say that's a foul by the Pakistan player. Then there's a stick block. I don't think there's anything clear there.
There's no clear reason to change your decision. Stick with your goal.
Okay.
And Pakistan lose their referral.
So you should take up umpiring, Bobby. See it once more. The ball was played into Bovender. He was the man who fed it to Verger, and Verger fired it past Imran, but I just thought there was a little bit of a backstick as that ball was released to Verger. Pakistan find themselves 2 goals down now.
And that's the challenge, having done so well. A couple of, I'd say, lacks of concentration or just basic errors, but in crucial areas. And you don't want to give the Netherlands chances like that.
And disappointing, so close to the half-time break to concede a second goal. It's now going to make it very hard for Pakistan.
And when you got in your midfield, the likes of Verger, Kemperman, Van Ast, they're ready to run forward any opportunity. Again, they're on pass towards the infield.
Pakistan trying to get forward quickly and try and get a goal or a penalty corner before that hooter goes for the end of the first half. Back to Mubashir Ali. Drives it towards the deep, but good defending again, and Kemperman draws the foul from Pakistan, and then he smashes the ball up the park, and that may well be the last play of the first half, although the ball boys have been very, very quick. Put the ball down in Pakistan.
Yeah, there's always more time than you think. Kemperman had 14 seconds. He didn't need to rush so much on that one.
Well, that is the end of the first half, and it is Pakistan who find themselves trailing by 2 goals to 0. Big conversation going on between Hertzberger and Max Caldas. Hertzberger was saying he was finding it difficult coming back into the team after not having been picked since Rio, because there'd been a change of style in the team, the way Max Caldas has got them playing. And certainly, though, Pakistan made it really difficult for the Netherlands in this first half. But in the end, they broke the deadlock. Robert Kemperman with the opening goal, and then Valentin Verger right at the end, getting a second ball past Imran. But so that means we go into the half-time break, and the scoreline reads the Netherlands 2, Pakistan 0. Well, what a first half we've had. It's been a really intriguing battle. Pakistan have really fought hard within this game to make it difficult for the Netherlands and also try and find a way to get ahead in this match. And then, just as Bobby Crutchley said in commentary, 2 mistakes at the back have really cost Pakistan dearly. as we're now going to turn our attention to the game that was played before this one, and that is the highlights from Argentina versus Belgium.
Here it is, and then towards, got a right through finish. Oh, he's just so good. And Argentina with the first blow. And Belgium behind through the usual Gonzalo Payet penalty corner routine. Final 5 minutes. Leipert! Good save from Santiago. He's had a very good tournament so far. This was the penalty corner routine. Fairly comfortable save from Santiago. Infield, nicely done. Here's Ray, driving on and just looking for that little touch. Lofted forward. Beautiful control from the Slova. And hits, and goodness me, very nearly looped into the top corner. Here come Belgium, in search of an equaliser. Good turn from Charlier, and Koster scores. Right place, right time. But it was a lovely turn from Charlier here. Keeping it low in towards Koesters, who controlled the finish very, very well indeed. Wegne, nicely done from him, and look at him taking on the whole of Argentina. Koesters didn't really get a firm connection, but Victor Wegne. So, final score here. Argentina 1, Belgium 1. It's finished.
Well, Bobby, certainly Belgium, a lot of people were tipping them to be in the final on the weekend. It's going to be very, very difficult. They seem to be really struggling to get their momentum going.
Yeah, it is, but I think that the interesting thing with this game against Argentina is you've seen that so often. It's very difficult to get momentum against Argentina. They slow it down when they want to. They win free hits well. They'll put a deep defence in. And so to get your passing game going is really tricky. And as Shane McLeod said at half-time, he wanted them to be a bit slicker, and whilst on occasions they did it, they didn't do it often enough to really create enough pressure against Argentina. Argentina play that style so well, and their deep defence is so good, again, giving away very little opportunity.
But I think we were talking off air. You made the final with just 1 point after 3 games, so there is still a very real opportunity Belgium could get there. Yeah,
back in 2010 with England, we won our last 2 pool games and ended up on 7 points, I think it was. But every other result was being teams were taking points off each other, so it ended up that was enough to get us into the final. So I think it's all very close as well in this, so it certainly can happen.
Well, look at the sun setting here at the Breda Hockey and Bandy Club. You can see just how difficult it is. The sun is right behind the goal to our left-hand side. It's twinkling through the trees, but down on the pitch, it makes it very, very difficult for the aerial passes. We turn our attention to the statistics from the first half, and Netherlands just showing their domination. 12 circle entries, and they managed to get 6 shots away. Pakistan have had their moments, but again, it has been the Netherlands who've defended really well. Just the 1 shot on goal when they've managed to get into the shooting circle. Take a look now at the highlights from the first half. 3 chances really falling the way of the Netherlands, and they managed to turn those into goals. This was brilliant. Sevi Van As, top of the circle, so much space. That was just the 2nd minute, but he put it off target. And the Netherlands, who were beginning to get a little bit of momentum. The ball came in, brilliant save to deny Bovendert, as Imran Butt was perfectly placed as it was deflected towards goal. Not sure he knew a great deal about it, but as goalkeeping is all about being in the right position, and Imran Butt certainly was. This was special too from Mirko Preußer. beat Imran Butt at the near post, but he hit the post and it ricocheted away. Wonderful skills from the big man. Imran Butt just flicked at his leg and it was already past him. And this was the first goal. It was rather unfortunate. It looked as if Pakistan were going to clear it. Tusek took his time. Preußer touched it on, and Kemperman fired into the back of the net. A rather heavy touch, unfortunately, for Tusek. Preußer reached out, knocked it at Kemperman. 1-0 Pakistan. And it's still the Netherlands were on the attack, and then it was Verger who just got the little pass coming at the top of the D. Burst into it. This was Brinkman, and then Verger from the angle beating Imran Butt to make it 2-0 in the very last minute of the first half. And that's why the fans are enjoying themselves here in Breda. They do love a party, the Dutch. And certainly it's smiles all around. We're hoping to have a quick word with Roland Altmans if we can, but at the moment I think he's taking his time coming out from the changing rooms at half-time. Obviously he's got a fair bit to say to his players as we can see them making their way out now back onto the pitch. There's a young man with plenty of autographs on his hat. That'll be worth a bit on eBay, I'm sure. Hopefully, though, he's not going to get rid of it. One of the things I do like about the hockey in the Netherlands is the colour. I must admit, the orange just really takes over all the stands. But we're pleased to say we've got the coach of Pakistan with Chris Sharples, who has Roland Altmans there.
Roland, you may be 2 goals down, but how proud are you of your team's performance in that first half?
Well, I think especially in the first quarter we really played well. The second half you could feel that slowly Holland became a bit better. We make some technical mistakes, but they're immediately punished. Both goals are punishing our small mistakes that we make. So yeah, that happens sometimes. And what we try to do in the second half is try to look if we can come close to them, can score a goal. We'll try to make some more attacking hockey in the second half. But at this stage, yeah, we played well, but not good enough.
Thanks, Roland.
All right, pleasure.
Thanks very much, Chris. Roland Altmans obviously knows his team have got a real uphill battle. Certainly the Netherlands were coming back into the match in that second quarter, and they will look to carry on with that if they can and get as many goals as they possibly can, because the round robin has been really interesting, and it could well come down to goal difference to decide who will play in the final on Sunday. Good to see the players not joining in this sing-song that's going on around the ground. So Pakistan out there waiting over the ball to get the second half underway. Still need to wait for the goalkeeper, Imran Butt, who's just putting his helmet on now. He's going to have to scurry a little bit, though. And he does. Imran Butt, whose brother Rehan is one of the coaching staff for Pakistan. There's a lot of families where they wouldn't like the brother as a coach telling them what to do. But Pakistan get the second half underway. Bobby, what are you expecting to happen differently, or do you think it'll be just more of the same?
Well, I honestly don't know, because as Roland said, Pakistan started really well, but again, just a couple of concentration, a couple of errors, and they're all 2-0 down. Just need to keep sticking to the game plan and focus on that, not worry about the result too much.
Rashid Mahmood carried that forward. And the Dutch looking to apply pressure at the back on Pakistan, and just that lurking presence has paid dividends. Preußer from the side. Hertzberger was at the top of the circle, collects. Well-timed tackle from Rashid Mahmood, and he gets the decision from the umpire.
I think it was Irfan who made a really good tackle there, but you see the Dutch again trying to up the intensity, put the Pakistan team under a lot of pressure at the back, press high.
There's Irfan, you're quite correct. And Pakistan, if they could get a goal, it might just change the mood of this game. Aslan Kadir, though, loses out, and The Netherlands, Mirko Preußer just holding it up. Sylvie Van Ast, though, played it straight to Aslan Kadir. He's going to go to a very acute angle, needs to just open it up. Probably could have laid the pass a bit earlier. It was waiting, was Mohamed Rizwan. And then he lifts it.
Yeah, he delayed too long. He looked really unsure what he wanted to do. Needs to be a little bit more positive there. Unlike Sevi Van Ast to turn the ball over in the middle of the pitch. But it shows what good pressure Pakistan are putting on occasions.
Aslan Kadir, who's a product of the Dar Academy of Hockey. Vorterbot now looks to carry it forward. He just played a short pass to Verga. He was able to just cut infield. Kemperman, it's all getting a little bit clustered down below us. Vorterbot now pushed back. Sonderbart just lets it ricochet up his stick. And now Demol. Had to carry it a long way. What a pass that was to pick out Preußer. Deflected and Imran, but what a save to deny Bob de Voet.
First real sign of the Pakistan press lacking energy and lacking work rate, and it just was far too easy.
It just seemed like they switched off momentarily. And the minute that pass was made diagonally across the pitch, they were scrambling all the time.
The intensity of the physical challenge is really difficult with international hockey now at the top level, but also the mental intensity. You know, this is not switching off at any stage. So they're quick for a hit taken. Things change so rapidly.
And they change a little bit now as card issued to the Netherlands. Yes, the first 2 minutes on the side, so Pakistan have a numerical advantage. Can they make it count? They need to have a better touch than that if they're going to. Good recovery, though. Possession one back. Good work by Mohamed Irfan Jr. Irfan Jr. just checks back as Ijaz Ahmed goes ahead of him, and that was just too soft. No purpose behind that pass. The whistle very slow to come. The Netherlands had already expected it. Very dangerous to do that, Thierry Brinkman. Now we see Ali Shan cutting infield. Draws the foul.
The first foul could have been a card as well, with a hand on the back. Got to be careful when you tackle them there. You don't push the attacker.
Oh, and again, the ball got all the way through, but it just didn't quite fall for Ijaz Ahmed. And the Netherlands managed to clear. He's got one goal to his name, scored in the match against Australia. Ijaz Ahmed. That was his 50th game for Pakistan as well, so he was probably happy on a personal note, but not happy that the team ended up losing 2-1.
Yeah, and that's been Pakistan's only goal in the tournament. One of the issues they got when they got into the circle, they just haven't had enough quality.
Chance now as Brinkman looked to go along the baseline. Good tackle again from Rashid Mahmood. Weaving his way, Bob de Voet looked to slip it back. Looked as if it might catch a foot, but good work in the end from Alim Bilal. Umar Butta helps it forward. Shafkat Razul. And that's a good pass from him. This is good from Pakistan. Desperation at the back from the Netherlands, though, to break up the attack from Sonderbart.
Yeah, I think Mohamed Yaqub was in a better position. 31, he was just running through nicely.
That's not the sort of pass you want as well in the heart of defence. Tusik having to scurry. In fact, it was Irfan. Stolen again by Pakistan. 6 minutes gone in the third quarter. Umar Butta trying to weave some magic. He's done well to get past two challenges. The ball ricocheting inside the circle, and it falls for the Netherlands, and they get some applause from their fans. dangerous again, but it's just not happening inside the circle for Pakistan. And now they're going to have to concentrate at the back. Rashid Mahmood helping out Mohamed Irfan. Van Dam didn't look too happy with that decision. Of the Voet. But just clearing it with his mitt.
Still struggling with the sun as well.
Well, he is. He's got his mitt up above his helmet, just trying to see where the ball is. First time pass from Bob de Voet is off target. So too is Umar Butters. He was looking for the run of Mohamed Irfan Jr. Pakistan should pick up possession here, but determination from Yorick Kroon sees him come up with the ball. Bortelbort down the side it goes, finds to Ties Van Dam.
A big foot there, he missed the umpire. Again, another great tackle. They've just got to be better in possession now.
And certainly Mohamed Irfan has stepped up. He's been brilliant today on the ball now. And good to see. The Dutch fans are so knowledgeable about their hockey, applauding Irfan as well as he made that little turn and took himself clear. Berger just holding and waiting for the substitutions to happen. Kemperman now. Short pass to Berger. Oh, lovely 1-2 hockey between Preußer and Berger.
Yeah, you see Pakistan was struggling to get their shape to put any pressure on the Netherlands when they were coming forward. And that interchange is a real danger. You've got to stop that.
Ali Shan still going. Oh. Strong challenge from Bortelbort. Free hit just outside the D again. Ali Shan, the man causing problems. Comes out now to Mubashir Ali. Pick up a good position, Mubashir Ali.
Yeah, there's not enough movement ahead of the ball for Pakistan there.
Preußer. Oh, again, good pass by him, infield, and now over the top, looking for Hertzberger. It's going to be Hertzberger versus Imran, but it's Hertzberger who puts it in. What a finish by Yaron Hertzberger. Pakistan don't have a referral, so they can't go upstairs.
Yeah, but interestingly, what are they going to? Are they looking to refer for something that happened outside the 23-metre area? An incredible ball from Robert Kemperman. He struck an aerial that was bouncing towards him.
So it's an umpire referral.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're looking for that off the body. There's the appeal. This might be more conclusive. Yeah, I think he did hit his thigh, hit his stick first, then onto his thigh.
Yeah, it does certainly look that way from that angle. From that angle, it's harder to see.
Yeah, there was no way the umpire could see that. You see where he was looking from, but a really nice finish.
Nothing yet.
I think the one at the angle before was the one that needs to look at.
Sebastian,
Yeah, coming. It's coming.
the ball has come off the attacker's leg, so my advice is a
It's a
free hit out.
guys. I don't hear you. Sure.
Advice, I have a decision for you.
Yep.
A free hit to the defence. It has come off the leg.
Okay.
Hertzberger's reaction says it all. He would know if that came off his leg. Max Caldas is with his teammate. Shakes his head as well. Certainly all the Dutch players were over halfway, and Hertzberger's one of the fairest guys you'll come across. And I'm sure he would have admitted if it had hit his thigh, but he felt it didn't. And it may well have been just the fact that it just brushed his thigh as he was running.
Yeah, the players don't always feel it. Otherwise, you think he would have done that.
Chance for them to get a third again. Another fine save from Imran Butt. And a chance now for Pakistan to counter-attack. Aslan Qadir. Oh dear, that was not strong. He's fought back to win the ball back. Credit to him. Now can he make up? He's been snapping at his heels all the way, was Yop de Mol. Again, as they get close to the circle, Pakistan can't get a meaningful ball from which they can get a shot at Sam van der Ven's goal. Pass again into the path of Shafkat Rasool. He's been out of the national team for 3 years. So big ask to come back and perform, but he's done well so far in this tournament. Penalised for shielding the ball.
Yeah, when you're in that kind of space, turning back over your right shoulder is always very difficult.
Hertzberger, he'll be fired up now in a penalty corner as he's fouled, and there's going to be trouble for Pakistan because there'll be a card. It's a yellow card as well. And then there can be too many complaints from that one. Mubashir Ali, the player with the card, as Hertzberger looked to go past him. Just left his stick there.
He wasn't going to let the player and the ball go past him. Hertzberger obviously frustrated.
He'll be off for 5 minutes, the rest of this third quarter, and about 40 seconds of the final quarter. And Hertzberger, denied one goal, is lining up at the top of the penalty corner. I'm sure he will say, give it to me. And instead, they go to Sevi Van Ass, and it's wide of the mark.
Yeah, they went to Van Ass thinking that he would get more time and space, and that was right, he did. And he had an opportunity to flick it down the channel into that, just inside that post, but flicked it wide.
Just over 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. No more goals in this match. Still 2-0 as it was at half-time. Top of the circle again. Preußer just flicks it onto the foot. Just had so much time and made that look so easy. And Pakistan again, not sure what they're appealing about.
And they felt the ball was high. When you've lost your referral, this is why it's so important not to lose your referral if at all possible.
Ooh. Foot was in the air.
Yeah, it's hit him just below the knee, but his leg was raised. It's probably right on the edge.
There's nothing they can do. They've got to face up to this, and Imran Butt's going to have to be at his best. So Hertzberger again is at the first castle. Sevi Van Ass waits to receive at the second. Goes to Hertzberger. Good save, Imran Butt. He made sure that went well wide and high of his goal. Netherlands take the long corner very quickly, trying to catch Pakistan unawares. Don't forget, Pakistan are a man down, so they're having to work extra hard defensively.
Yeah, the keeper's offset to his right, so even though Hertzberger flicked it pretty well to that side, he hasn't got to move far.
Good break forward now from Ties van Dam. Oh, just wide. What a shot that was. That was Ties van Dam.
Prowser didn't have a great first touch, then he helped him also by trying to take it off his stick he was about to shoot.
I think he was going to take Preußer's stick as well if it got in the way.
He was pretty committed to it, yeah.
Dries van Dam, interestingly, Bobby, as he said that he'd like to see shootouts in drawn matches so that there's always a winner.
Well, I disagree with him on that one.
I must admit I do too, but he's young and he's got these thoughts as it comes in the D and lifted.
I think if teams played for draws and it made the game negative, then possibly, but draws could be the most exciting games there are.
And also you'd have teams that would back themselves in a shootout and would not try and win it in normal time. Bob de Voet now plays it down the line. A little mix-up that should run all the way back. He's picked up by Lars Bolt. He was put under a little bit of pressure by Abu Bakr Mahmood.
Yeah, he's got to get back though, because they're down to 10 Pakistan. They can't afford to have someone just staying up the pitch and leaving a lot of space open.
Just good work again from Mohamed Irfan. Oh dear, not so good there as he's given possession away. The first look to play it to Kemperman.
It's the odd sign of the Pakistani switching off, causing themselves trouble.
That was a good intercept though from Mohamed Rizwan Jr. Well, Mohamed Rizwan, not his junior, forget the junior bit.
Yeah, just not quite tight enough. Some nice play, and then the pass is just a little sloppy, or the receiver's just a little heavy. That's stopping them actually creating some nice attacks.
Good blow by Ahmed Shakil Butt. Long corner again, taken quickly. Bob de Voet just leaves it behind.
But the Netherlands are really controlling the game at the moment. Lots of possession. Some good opportunities. And obviously it's really particularly difficult because Pakistan are a man down.
And using the whole width of the pitch. Just played off the foot there of Ali Shan.
Making the space again. Now, Brinkman on the baseline, making the Pakistan defence really stretched.
Kemperman takes a tumble, another free hit.
Get it here and play some transfer. They can. That's what they should have been looking to do, because there's a lot of space on the other side of the pitch as well.
So that is the end of the third quarter. The Netherlands thought they had a third with a wonderful finish from Jeroen Hertzberger. The umpire referred it, and it was wiped out. The ball deemed to have just touched his thigh as he brought it under control. I think that's what Pearman Black's just asking him, did you touch it? And judging by that reaction, Hertzberger still thinks he didn't.
Yeah, look from one angle on it, that I thought it just clipped the stick and then onto the thigh there.
But as you say, if it's as you're running, sometimes you don't feel those because it's the jarring of your body on the turf. But it was a sublime finish.
It was, particularly as the ball was bobbling, so that ability just to deftly go under it, really difficult skill. Hertzberger's thighs are quite big, so that's why he might not have felt it.
Well, he grew up in Austria and he was actually invited. He was part of a football academy there, so he'd be very pleased with that finish with a hockey stick. Is there a way back for Pakistan? This is the big, big question.
Well, they've got to play better than they did in that last quarter. The Netherlands really controlled that last quarter.
There you go. That is the angle, Bobby.
Yeah.
And it did touch his thigh based on that one, I reckon.
So you come round now, it did?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm convinced now.
Yeah, Pakistan, it's really difficult for them at the moment. They've had to defend for a long period in that quarter. And with so few attacking opportunities, they become really precious, and then sometimes you get a little bit panicky in the opposition D, and they haven't had enough quality at that end when they had the few chances they had to go to create something.
Well, the players come back out as the sun continues to drop behind Sam van der Ven's goal, making it very tricky to defend at the opposite end of the pitch where Pakistan are having to defend valiantly. They need to find a goal from somewhere. Rashid Mahmood carries it forward. Win a free hit. Rizwan, rather. Rizwan again. Appeals, and he's played his team into trouble. It's 3-on-3. Hertzberger had Kroon to his right-hand side. He's kept going, just dropped the ball back, and unfortunately, Berger kicked it.
But another attack came from the energy in defence from the Netherlands and the fact they worked collectively. There was a lot of talking, you can hear it. They're organising very quickly to get their defensive shape back, and again, they're all back in position. And they can win it and counter-attack, and this is when they look at the most dangerous, because they get this momentum, they get this flow.
Hertzberger just holding things up, helped on by Verga. And again, it's swift passing by the Netherlands. Bob de Voet trying to go round the back, gets a free hit just outside the circle. It's been taken very quickly. Pakistan were just watching. And it didn't go the 5 meters before it came into the deep. Well, that's interesting, because I thought it probably did.
Didn't look like anyone was ready there, apart from the player taking the free hit.
And he was convinced he'd travelled 5 meters. Anyway, it's history now.
No, it was inside. Yeah, it was inside, like 1 meter.
Here's Ron Jr. Uses out again. Bob de Voet.
He had another good game.
Bob de Voet still going. Good pass. Shot. What a goal. Well, unbelievable finish again on the reverse stick. And it is Ties van Dam that makes it 3-0 to the Netherlands. And Max Caldas almost gives us a smile. But Bob de Voet, it was a good run from him. The defender was drawn. Ties van Dam took up a good position in a little bit of space, went onto his backhand. Well, Imran Butt, I think it's gone through his legs.
Yeah, Bob de Voet again, rather than go into the contact, he took it through to space and then going slightly laterally across the pitch, open up the angle to give the pass and the space for Van Dam to actually open up and hit it off the backhand, and he hit it pretty well. And as you're hitting it low, even though it's between the goalie's legs, that's so difficult for the goalkeeper to react in time.
It was a brilliant finish, but certainly Imran Butt will be disappointed that it went between his legs. Netherlands now, you would think, will be assured of victory. And what they'll want to do is keep their first clean sheet of the tournament if they can. Job de Mol plays it forward. Netherlands has scored 6 in their last game. With 3 in this. And it may well prove that that loss to Argentina is the spur, despite Max Caldas will say it wasn't. But it may be the defeat that kind of spurred them on to really get focused in this tournament. Bob de Voet is everywhere at the moment. Of course, he broke his jaw, Bob, against Pakistan back in 2012, so I'm sure he'd love to put them to the sword again.
I think, again, those kind of things he's probably struggling to remember. There's been so much hockey since then. So many international tournaments pass so quickly now. But he's been a great player for the Netherlands for a long time.
I'm sure most players do, in fact, put it out of their mind. It was a bad period for him because he had that happen, and then 2013 he missed 4 months. He was out with a foot injury as well. And Sundergaard now bursts forward. Umar Butter will still got a very strong tackle in the back from Kemperman.
Yeah, Kemperman gave away a free hit there, probably quite clever, because with Sundergaard running forward there was a lot of space.
Into the circle they go again, just outside a free hit. Netherlands take it very quickly. De Geus pushes it out wide. Verga. And another free hit. Verga has Kemperman alongside him. Just needed the ball to be stopped. Happy to come back to Sundergaard now. He shoots it down the middle. Hertzberger tries to turn, and that's a good block, but a penalty corner given.
Yeah, without referral, even if he didn't hit his foot, they can't do anything about it. Pakistan not quite as well organised as they were. Here's the steal that led to the goal. Great defending, great double team, and then Bob de Voet's got this space to run into it. Rather than go straight, get cut to cross the pitch to create a bit of an angle for a pass. So you get the free space on the backhand.
Well, he really did create that goal.
Often those great goals are done by some great defending initially.
Fifth penalty corner of the match. This time it's Sondergaard who has a go, and it's deflected in by who else? Mirko Preußer. So he now has a goal a game in this tournament. He just seems to know where to be and when to be there. Salutes the crowd. Preußer on the end of the penalty corner. Comes out, Sondergaard fires for Preußer, well directed, and he just deflects it into the back of the net.
Yeah, sending two #1 runners down that left foot of one of them opens up that deflection. You either leave that deflection or you take your postman off to block it. They decided to leave the space for the deflection, and unfortunately that was what was called by the Netherlands.
Mirko Preußer, though, he just can't stop scoring goals.
No, he's grazing around the circle, and this is the problem Pakistan have got. They little bit of concentration gone late on. They were better organised at the start. They had the energy, and then suddenly, against a team like the Netherlands, you can concede a lot of goals.
Now, there's no doubt that Pakistan's shape has just kind of disappeared recently, and they are back to their full quota of 11 as well. It's probably, as you said earlier, probably because they're playing a system they're not familiar with and haven't been playing consistently with until this tournament, or since Ronald Altmans has had the chance to take charge of them. They did have a few games warm-up. They played 3 games against Austria and then another against Leiden, the Dutch club.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily this system. I think just the fact that, you know, it's so tough at this level, because you've got to stay really disciplined throughout. And just warm-up games are great to help you work on it, but the competition often is quite different.
Just over 9 minutes left in the match. The Netherlands already have 4 goals. Surely they can't score 6 again.
They could.
And they'll certainly make the fans happy. Will they make him happy? Might give us a smile. Max is not known for giving too many smiles during a game. Berger in space. Kemperman just let that one run through his legs. And Pakistan pick up possession again, but Kemperman came back. Good defending again. His pass is a little bit errant.
Yeah, Brinkman made a good tackle, but again, another turnover.
Shafkat Razul. Just delayed that.
Yeah, they haven't quite got the shape to make the next pass quick enough to really hurt the Netherlands defence.
Here comes to Yaqub. Good lead again from Mohamed Irfan Jr. Has to try and double back. Gets a free hit, though.
Mandekking in the circle here. Come on. Wortel 13. Len erbij. Lassen.
Sneak and hey. Dutch shouting, and it's going to be a long corner. Came off the pads of Sam van der Ven.
Just when you're defending there, you've got to make sure the defender can't get easily down your left foot and just play it into the circle. You've got to make sure you can get an open stick close on the player.
And Pakistan looking for the direct route. They've managed to get another long corner. The options are very limited. Have to go back again.
Yeah, they got both their full-backs, but they haven't got any other option out here on the left. So there's no point going back because you haven't got a threat of a transfer pass. So again, the shape has just gone a little bit for Pakistan, and that makes it life a lot easier for the Netherlands.
And they've got another free hit around the circle. That's going to go out. Just another free hit, one by Umar Butter. I thought it was going to be a long corner, but it's...
So if they're just going to go into the circle, that's fine. But if they're going to play this transfer, they've got to have more width out here on the left.
Top of the circle, it was absolutely crashed. And now it's been given away. Shafkat Razul couldn't bring it under control, and there'll be another free hit. Kemperman wanting the ball. So too Bob de Voet. Plenty of space received by Ties van Dam, but he was just dispossessed, but ran out of space, Aslan Kadir. Lovely deflection.
And that baseline offer
And
again.
here it is, yeah, a chance inside the circle. That's good defending, though, coming this time from Ali Shan. Sorry to interrupt you, Bobby.
It's all right. I was just saying that they've regularly put a player on the baseline, the Netherlands, and what that's done is really stretched the Pakistan defence, and it's given the opportunity for the Netherlands to play the ball into there or stretch them, so they've created space on the inside.
It's a clever pass in the end from Mohamed Irfan. Ali Shan, no real options as he was closed down well. Work being done by Bovendert. Pakistan, they've kept possession well. They weren't going anywhere. Ahmed Shakil, but his pass looking for Yaqub. Yaqub battled hard, but then that's just played into the foot. The Netherlands will take their time. Khurs plays it. And in fact, let's Kroon take a defender with him as it now comes out to Thierry Brinkman. From the side, Sevi Van As. The deflection just came up off the Pakistan stick and then went dangerously into the circle, so free hit is the Netherlands. Van As. Happy to come back to Bob de Voet, who probably the first one he didn't trap perfectly first time. Run again from Bob de Voet, finds Sevi Van As, who looked to just drop the pass back into the pathway of de Voet. Pakistan get the free hit for a foul from Yorick Kroon, just pushing in the back. So there are 4 minutes left. Roland Altman's not happy.
I think Roland will just be a little bit frustrated because they started well. They obviously were sticking to the game plan, and as the game's gone on, they've just lost a little bit of shape. And just probably try to go away from the game plan a bit.
Well, a mix-up from Rashid Mahmoud and Ali Shan, and here come the Netherlands again. Brinkman holds it up into the circle. He goes, fed it to the back post. Imran Butt, brilliant save and superb covering defence coming from Mohamed Irfan.
Well, Mohamed Irfan's done that a lot today. To be fair to him, he's picked off a lot of players, but Thierry Brinkman again in the middle of the pitch has done well. He's had another good tournament.
Pakistan going to be able to get a consolation goal. Abu Bakr Mahmoud still fighting hard, trying to find a way around the back. Waterbuck plays it out wide. Yopdamal, that was a good pass as well. Berger always seems to manage to create so much time as the overhead was looking for the run of Bovendert, but again out of the sun. I think he just lost it and then it just kicked off the turf. Rashid Mahmoud, brilliant the way he went past Yorick Kroon.
He's another one who just kept going. Rashid, I think he's another one who's had a good game. Led by example.
To recover Alim Bilal. It's his 50th game, as I mentioned. It's not going to be one he'll remember fondly, I'm sure.
And those little errors, the mistraps, they've really caused them trouble.
Tusi. Ahmad Shakil Butt. Umar Butta. Oh, sorry, Rashid Mahmoud it was, and Rizwan cuts in again. Rizwan keeps going. Rashid Mahmoud full stretch, one hand on the stick, kept it in play. Made sure Pakistan kept possession. Deflection by Tusik, top of the deep. Didn't find a teammate, but given away cheaply by the Netherlands means Pakistan have got a chance to attack again. Can they find a consolation goal? It's a good pass to the top of the circle. Came off the foot of Verga, so it'll be another free hit. Pakistan right in front of goal. Tusik, self passes, goes into the circle, but immediately dispossessed, and now surging forward was Verga.
I think Verga needed Hertzberger to go a little bit harder to really threaten him behind the Pakistan defence.
Verga again, this time picks out Vortelbort. Kemperman was in acres of space, still has acres in which to move. Comes forward and he just topped the ball, played it into the turf. With just too much time.
Yeah, that wasn't his finest moment.
And there have been plenty.
Over the years, there's been far too many.
Pakistan, that credit to them, they still keep coming. They have not given up in this game. Take the free hit from the wrong spot as the crowd count down the clock on the big screen. The hooter goes, and that is the end of the match, and it's another victory for the Netherlands. They surely have bounced back after that defeat in their opening game against Argentina. This was a really good performance. 4 goals, none conceded, and it has been a really polished performance by the Netherlands. Kemperman opened the scoring, and then Valentin Verga added a second before half-time. Jeroen Hertzberger had a goal disallowed, but it was Thijs van Dam who then got the third for the Netherlands. And Mirko Preußer, well, you try stopping him scoring. He's a goal a game now at this 37th edition of the Champions Trophy. And those goals made sure that the Netherlands secured their second victory of the tournament and are in a really good position to fight for a spot in the final. Netherlands 4, Pakistan 0. Well, the fans had something to celebrate, and they turned out in their numbers here at the Breda Hockey and Bandy Club. And they'll be going home very, very happy. They wanted to see their team in the final on Sunday, and they've got another victory which puts them onto second place, I believe, now on the ladder, with Australia and India still to play tomorrow. But Roland Altmans, he's still been doing good work, and his team just fell off the rails a little bit after being really strong for probably a quarter and a half in the first half. And then when that first goal went in, just found it a little bit difficult. As we look at the highlights from the match, this was the opening goal, and it was Tusik. He was just pickpocketed by Mirko Preußer, who played the ball to Kemperman, and Kemperman said, "Thank you very much." The second goal, well, again, it was a mistake that led to the goal. Verga picked up after the ball, had just been miscontrolled at the top of the deep, and he, from a very acute angle, fired that one home. This was brilliant from Bob de Voort, as Bobby Crutchley said in commentary. He won possession, he then cut infield, took a diagonal pass, and then saw Thijs van Dam in space. Van Dam went on his backhand, and a really emphatic finish past Imran Butt. In fact, it went through his legs, but Bob de Voort was the creator of the goal. Thijs van Dam was the one who finished it. And they were not finished yet. Sonderbaart picked out Mirko Preußer from a penalty corner, and he deflected it into the roof of the net, and that made it 4-0. A really well-worked routine from the Netherlands from the penalty corner. Nothing Pakistan could do about that. And a really good performance as we go down pitch side to Chris Sharples.
Floris, after a disappointing start to this competition, do you feel as though you're really starting to find your groove now?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you think you're finding your best form now in this competition after a disappointing start?
Yeah, we started a little bit disappointed. We lost the first game against Argentina. We created a lot of chances, but we didn't score. And that was one of the points we worked on. And now we make the goals, and we hope we can continue.
How tough was it out there today, especially with the sun in that first half?
Yeah, the sun was normally it's better, but yeah, we always have to improve also with the sun. And in the first half we scored 2 goals, so yeah, the sun was okay.
And personally for you, playing here in Breda, you must be loving it.
Yeah, I said yesterday every tournament is really special because I'm a young player, but this is extra special. All the crowd in my own city, so yeah, it's really good.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks very much, Chris. Floris Furtelboer, who comes from Breda. Turn our attention to the statistics. 22 circle entries, 8 shots on target, and that led to 4 goals. 10 circle entries for Pakistan, but they just could not get any shots off inside the circle, and that was the difference for Pakistan. Turn our attention now to the pool table. We can see just where that win puts the Netherlands. I believe it moves them up into 2nd spot. So they, in fact, have gone top of the ladder, actually, because of the goal difference. So they actually jump ahead of India and Australia. India and Australia playing each other tomorrow. So that will be a really important game for both of those teams. India looking to maintain their unbeaten run and go through onto 9 points. All smiles for the Netherlands at the moment. Mirko Preußer, is there a team in this tournament that can stop his rich vein of form? A goal a game so far at the Champions Trophy, and it's going to be a really big task for any team to try and do so. Sam van der Ven, well, he'll be telling Pearman Black he kept a clean sheet, so he's 1 up at the moment. Just the 1 game tomorrow at 3 o'clock local time. That is India versus Australia. The action is really hotting up. So too is the action here at the Champions Trophy. It's been a wonderful day's hockey. We look forward to your company tomorrow.